Philip had become more fragmented. Well, he was certainly less together than he used to be. In that case, we had to put him out of his misery. The history team was the most logical choice to deal with these. As there was a full complement of librarians in that one. That and the EGO pages would prove useful when available. Yeah. And the stage changed to match our opponent. It did not look good, and one of the librarians was incapacitated due to the effect of one of them. Those that could, well, they attacked. It didn't exactly go well. Well, thankfully, Rose had a means of counterattacking. And one of the crying children, for lack of a better way of putting it, was staggered, which meant immobilization couldn't happen. Oh yeah, and as for at least some of the librarians, they were unable to do a lot of anything. Others, on the other hand, could. And they were vulnerable to pretty much anything at this point. And at this point, Amadeus had happy memories. Well, couldn't say I blamed him, as the the crying children still there were none the best positions. Although I knew it wouldn't be this easy. Not even close. And it turned out I was right. As they combined to form what's left of Philip. Well, it could be worse. He could have turned into a monkey. And the crying children could have been crying monkeys. Yeah, you know how those monkeys go. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And this stony-looking angel represents do no evil. Well, it's as good as anything, I suppose. If there's anything else I can think of that works. I'd go with that instead. Well, he certainly hits harder than he used to. But that wouldn't stop Malkuth's team. Especially not with the power of ashes on our side. Well, on their side, anyway. Yeah, good thing we fought 7 associations. That's something they had. Came in handy. Yeah, best to have as much light as possible. Well, we can't. We can't exactly be sure of resources for taking care of our enemies, can we? Yeah, I know, the landscape was filled with blood. Not up to us. It's up to the library. I almost pity the coward. But that was here to get the books and, well, The librarian's job is to stop him, so hands are pretty much tied, so that's a problem. Which was more like it'd say about the librarian's combat performance. Yeah. More cherubs. Ugh. I knew these were gonna be harder to get rid of than the last time. But the basic principle, that remained the same. They needed to be destroyed. As long as it took to will down their strength enough to beat them. Malkuth didn't know if it was even possible, but that wouldn't stop. But it was nice of them to replenish a couple of things, so they didn't stagger as easily. The librarians, I meant. Even though it made Aurora a little gluttonous, and at this point, an EGO page was available. Specifically, the Forgotten. Yeah, that'd be saved for when the next time that the Stone Angel would come together. The one that could speak no evil. Not really that believable, is it? But what is believable is they could be beaten. Well, they can certainly be incapacitated. and with enough of them unable to fight back or do anything, everyone was capable of dealing with the problem. Yeah, I thought that splitting attention between all of them reminds me of something that was said by someone in the past. I think it was, well, if you defend everything, you end up defending nothing. Which I kinda interpreted as, don't spread yourself too thinly. Otherwise, it's not gonna end well. Got away with it this time, but next time might not be so fortunate. Yeah. Some prevented interception, some prevented us from seeing where they're going, others prevented us from seeing the effects. Yeah, it was surprisingly easy to stagger some, even though they were apparently stronger than the last time and more numerous. Thankfully, some of them still had something to work with. Yeah. It wasn't that hard. Yeah, some people, they're just not capable of taking responsibility for their own actions. But that's the problem with that. Is that bad karma? It eventually catches up with you. And it catches up with you in such a way that you're unprepared for it. Like the spores from the queen bee. It can also... oh, how can I put it? Yeah, it can also sting you like a hornet. It wasn't looking good for Philip, or whatever it is now. Yeah. At this point, I didn't know what he was. But Malkuth certainly did. She saw him as a threat. One that was growing increasingly dangerous. And this was a good time to test out the Forgotten. Yeah, see what that did. Yeah, some needed to intercept as much as possible. As for the more powerful of Amadeus's attacks, well, he used it so many times with the power of the happy teddy bear that he was able to use it for free. I mean, imagine if something similar happened with something like tailoring. Yeah, at this point, it was a good idea to go all out. Make sure at least something we got through. Yeah, especially as Rings and chest lasers were a thing with them now. Well, thankfully, he wasn't in a position to fight back anymore. Well, at least long enough to do something about that. But would it be over? Well, I doubt that. I mean, it's dragging on quite a bit so far, so, well, more of the cherubs appeared, so my suspicions were confirmed. Well, it was a good time to test out the Hornet page. Something that hit hard. Although it didn't look like, well, until Rose decided to test it out. Well, she was probably one of the few that'd be crazy enough to do so. And boy, did it hit hard. Well, so did the others, but not as quickly. But at least it helped even the odds. You know, there was a choice of which to go for, and Noel wanted to be the main focus of the enemy's attention this time. Although he didn't exactly have a large amount of control. Yeah, that Oswald. He's a crazy son of a... But he understands people well enough to know how to break. Well, that was true in Philip's case. He knew how to break him. Although I suspect he had to help. Probably from that guy with the skull for a head. For some reason I'm thinking about talking goat. Don't know why. Okay, doesn't matter. What does matter is that these distortions need to go. And I'm not too selective of how that's done. And I don't think Angela is particular about the methods either. Well, what else is new? It's probably the main reason why a lot of the librarians here don't trust her. Well, she doesn't help with Lorelei at gunpoint. Or in my case, the point of not being given the mercy of a quick death. Oh yeah, and at this point, Philip was growing desperate. That meant I shouldn't hold back either. Well, if he won't. Yeah, the first thing to deal with is the mass attack. Yeah, something that will cause problems on a larger scale. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew it wouldn't be something that'd be easily withstood.
Must be great being you, power
Yeah, let's put it mildly. Even with the setup of the Librarians, it wasn't going to be easy to withstand what was heading for us. Yeah, many lasers at once. Yeah, it was going to be a challenge to cause any damage at all. Although not for him. Well, it led to an increased amount of malice in Rose. There was also time to be fiery. Well, it was an option. But it'd be largely unnecessary. Well, might as well see what it looked like. Best not to take chances. Because I didn't think that well, Malkuth certainly didn't think that they could withstand another volley of what the enemy was capable of. And at this point, only one cherub remained. Quite pitiful, if you ask me. All I understood was time was running out for this one. There was no way that this distortion would be able to salvage this one. Yeah, even as whatever that is. I mean, if it couldn't beat us even with this much power, I honestly didn't know why he bothered. I mean, if the results were going to be the same, or close enough. Yeah, he sucked as a fixer, and he still sucked as a distortion. Well, you know, oh, and he escaped before we could finish him off. I guess some habits die hard.
책으로 되는 과정에서 한 마리가 다시 도망가 버리긴 했지만 본질은 원본과 똑같군. 변한 게 없었어.
이것도 도서관의 뜻이겠지.
도서관의 뜻이라 알다가도 모르겠군. 사람 마음이 추악하다곤 하지만 저 정도일 줄은 몰랐는데.
아무리 포장해도 저마다 저런 마음을 품고 있는 거겠지.
뒤틀림은 그 마음을 그대로 드러내주고
있는 그대로 드러나는 건지는 모르겠어. 뒤틀림이 드러내게 하는 건지 마음이 드러남과 동시에 뒤틀리는 건지 아직 확신이 서질 않아. 하지만 어떤 포장도 하지 않은 솔직한 모습이긴 할 거야.
헐딱 벗겨지는 느낌이겠군. 감정을 쏟아낸 후만큼 머쓱한 것도 없으니.
Yeah, I saw that one once, and it wouldn't be the first time. Now some of you might be thinking, when does Gebura come into this? Well, that time's coming soon. Don't worry. It was after the crying children were dealt with that she'd get some action.